Hello, what is good, all of you beautiful people around the world? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. My name is Karma. What is good? Hi, hello, welcome, all you beautiful souls around the world. My name is Karma, and this is Spiritual Savage Syndicate. I welcome you all. I hope you were all blessed today, and you're ready for a great, relaxing weekend. So today I want to talk about, first, in a spiritual life, we must have humility. Let me turn it down a little bit. We must have humility and conscience awareness, because I know when I was younger I wasn't really conscious of different concepts in my life, and also I didn't have the humility to take advice and accept direction from another person. I thought that my way was the only way, and I ended up beating my head off the wall for years. Now, we can watch as many motivational videos as we want, we can read as many quotes, as many books as we'd like, but if we're not applying the things that we learn into our lives, it's application is key, and to apply these things, because most of us know what we have to do. It's just actually doing it. It's overcoming the temptations and desires of the world to be able to live one with the Spirit, which is love and forgiveness and understanding. And sometimes, the path isn't, it's predestined, but we can't see it. God knows where we're headed. He can actually show you what your life would look like if you start following His path, because I know that there's been times in my life where, I was reflecting, and He showed me, listen, if you start obeying me, because obedience is a very important part of this as well, because we have those voices in our head, right? We have the voice of fear, and we have the voice of love. And which one we decide to act on is the way that our life will manifest. I made a quote yesterday saying that, until we change our actions, our thoughts, and our intentions, our lives will continue to manifest in the ways that they always have. Because either way we're manifesting, whether it's positive or negative, is completely up to us. So God will, He'll walk with us, but He won't move for us. The action is up to us. He'll allow us to grow as we choose to grow. And these days we have far too many influencers and not enough true leaders. Now, what I mean by that is, like, the things that we see on our REEL isn't REAL. These people, a lot of people can talk a good game, right? But if you're not applying things into your life, people are influenced by you. So when people are influenced by you, you have a responsibility. I believe. You have a responsibility to teach and guide people in the best way that you know fit. Where your life is, you tell them honestly. You don't get on a camera and act like everything is, peachy and I'm just the spiritual enlightened being and I'm so ahead of all of you. No, I'm on the same level as all of you. We are all one spirit. So if somebody in my collective is down, then I share in that downness. If somebody's up, I share in that upness. So, yeah, I just said this. You may talk a good game, and that's because people have learned how to manipulate good things and use them for their destructive behaviors. Now, our struggles aren't what make us strong. Our struggles reveal how strong we have always been. The strength has always been within you. Your struggle will show you how strong you actually are. Now, you may feel completely weak, abandoned, and hopeless in your struggle because that's typically how it feels. That's normal. But to give in to the enemy will continue to manifest your life in ways that do not create peace for your life. You have to ask yourself, are the choices that I'm making in my life, are they manifesting what I want to happen in my life? Because it's up to us. Karma's a real thing, and also there are life situations that will still show up even when you're doing everything, being obedient, because God isn't really concerned about our comfort. He wants us to continually transform and renew our minds on a daily basis. You don't have to be stuck in the only way of thinking that you've always had. You can break out of that, but nobody can break out of it for you. People may be able to plant the seed inside of you, but it is up to you and God to make it grow. Up to you and your personal relationship with God. Because everybody's relationship with God is different. He is one spirit, and I believe that everybody comes to a point where they start to understand everything in the same way. But the way that you are taught will be different than the way that I was taught. My way was a hard way. I chose the hard way. I didn't feel like I didn't listen to people. I spent a quarter of my life incarcerated. I'm just kind of starting my life for the first time in my 30s because years of my life had been taken because of a system that is completely broken. It is designed to keep those people stuck in those places. And you'll hear a lot of people talk about this because it's true and it's something that needs fixed, but it can't be fixed by just me speaking out on it. It will take a unity of people. I posted a quote this morning that compatibility is overrated. Unity is having fighting for the same purpose, fighting for the same reasons in life, and sometimes our purpose might not be to be on the big screen, or it might be just to help your local baker, or to help your local humane society, or to help that one stranger on the bus. Because the best parts of my ministry do not happen on camera. The best parts of my ministry, because they never do. They never will happen on camera. The best parts of my ministry happen when I might be speaking to my son. He has a question and he enlightens me because children are enlightened beings. They haven't been, manipulated and broken yet, so their pureness in soul will teach you things that you never even learned as an adult. And my son has taught me a few things, and or speaking with my daughter, or with my wife, or with one of my neighbors, or somebody at my kid's football game. Our purpose can extend into areas of our lives that you may not think, because the world makes us think that they're not important, or that they're, menial things. But really, they're big things. I mean, I have spoken to strangers who were about to commit suicide. And because I went and spoke to them and tried to instill some hope that was given to me inside of them, I was able to, and I'm blessed to be a blessing, right? Anytime anybody says thank you for your videos, I try to turn that, right back to God, because the point of my life is to point to Him. There's a book by Miguel, what's his name? Miguel Ruiz. He wrote The Four Agreements, and one of the agreements is don't take anything personally, because you know how you're living your life. It doesn't matter what other people say, even if they're being negative or positive. It's up to you and what you're doing in your life that will create your peace of mind and take you to higher spiritual levels. Now, God has always had His hand on your life. God has always had His hand on your life. And like I said, I or somebody else may be able to plant the seed inside of you into the lives of others, but it is up to them in their personal relationship with God that makes these seeds grow. Okay, we can plant a new perspective in somebody, but you can't receive a seed until you have gained the humility to take advice and accept direction from somebody else. To realize that there are more ways than just your way of doing things. And you may be able to even find a simpler, easier, softer method, because we're complicated beings. We like to make things as complicated as possible. So God will give you the strength. He'll give you the hope to make it through your struggles. God will even walk beside you and before you and behind you, but God will not walk for you. It is up to us in our moment-to-moment choices. Our present moment is the only place where true life exists. It's right here, right now. What you're doing with your moments, what you're going to do with your day as you go forward, with the relationships that you have with the people around you, whether it's people or animals or nature, regardless, how our intentions and our thoughts and our actions are going out. They are going and they're manifesting our lives. So if your life isn't where you want it to be, and you're staying stuck in a continual pattern of something needs to change. And I know change is uncomfortable, but I've gotten to a point in my life where I've been changing so much that I'm uncomfortable with not changing. Like, when things aren't changing in my life now, I feel like I need to switch it up. Oh, I need to switch the page name. I need to switch, because I don't like to get too comfortable anymore. Because I've realized that in my comfort zone is where nothing really happens. No change is happening when I'm just comfortable. Because change is an uncomfortable process. But like I said, I've been changing so much throughout my life. I've had so many negative things instilled in my mind. I've suffered from PTSD and anxiety and whatever mental health illnesses. I don't like to even identify with them because I don't want to give them that power over my life. But I like to share with other people some of the things that I may struggle with, so that you know that you could be a person that struggles with these things too. You could be just like me. I mean, we're all reflections of one another, okay? And I love people. I love helping people. It is my favorite thing in the world to do. But I can't change for you. It is up to you to change for yourself. I can, like I said, other people, myself, we can plant seeds inside of people. People can plant seeds inside of me. But it is up to me to take that seed, to look at this perspective, to apply it to my life, right? Because I can know it, I can talk about it, but if I'm not doing it, that's where integrity is kind of like aligned with. Integrity is aligned with when what you say and what you do and what you feel are all one. So I hope you all have a good day. I do want great weekend. I do want to share this real quick. Now, this is from the Old Covenant in the Bible, and sorry about that. Okay, leave what remains for a foreigner. I had a call coming in. Also, like when you harvest your grapes, don't go over them a second time. Leave what remains for the fatherless, the widow, and the foreigner. The people that may pass through your land that may be homeless. We have I read a book called The Seed of the Soul, right? And in it, it talks about, like, there's these people and they'll just stack massive amount of more food that gets thrown away while there's people that are starving, dying on our streets. You know, it's about greed. You know, we don't have to go over the branch a second and third time and take every single grape or olive that falls off the branch. We could leave some for nature, for our fellows. If we're in a position where we have crops and stuff and we're making it in life, that we should be feeding our brothers and sisters as well. And also, this is about balance. That part is about greed, and this is about balance. Now, the Old Covenant is very detailed. It is almost like it's seriously like a constitution. It has every kind of action almost that you can run into with another human being, like down to even like hurting their animal accidentally, unintentionally. You know how you have to go before judges and two or three witnesses, and if somebody falsely witnesses against you, they're guilty. And a lot of people got put to death for things that myself have committed in this life, and that's why I'm grateful that in this faith that Jesus had died to take that sin. He made that sacrifice, because sacrifices were a thing in the Old Covenant as well. But Jesus gave a human sacrifice. His blood was an atonement for human sin. So that we could be made right and forgiven through God's eyes, because God is holy and sanctified, and God can't see sin. So he turns his head from those who are in sin. But thankfully, Jesus bridged that gap for us. The second part I'm going to talk about is about balance. Saying don't have two different... Now, the Word of God can speak to you in different ways than it speaks to me. And it can speak to you in different ways in different times of your life. Right? I've read verses that one time in my life it meant this, and then 10 years later it meant something completely renewed. I mean, this is an eternal word. But it says don't have two differing ways in your bag, one heavy, one light. Don't have two different measurings in your house, one large, one small. You must have accurate and honest weights and measures so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. For the Lord your God detests anyone who does these things, anyone who deals dishonestly. Having balance, I'm just going to take this as balance today. Now, it could mean something different to somebody else, and I am definitely open to hearing other people's perspectives. I don't receive them much, but if you have a perspective on this, please share it with me. I love to grow. But, you know, balance I spoke on the other day, and it is very key in our lives to not be doing anything, I have all of my weight into this project and a little bit of weight into my family project, right? You know, I have all of my weight into my work project, but I don't have any weight in my family unit or my community unit. I've taken this as to equally distribute your energy to all these things in your life. Make sure your family first and foremost. I believe in working hard, but I also believe in not working your life away. Okay, spend time with your loved ones before it's too late. Tomorrow's not promised, so live for today. I'm sending out nothing but love and respect. My prayers for you all. I wish you the best. That's a lyric to one of my songs, but I buried too many people. All of my friends, all of my family. I lost a brother at 25. I've been struggling, trying to build a family of my own, and I wasn't prepared to be a father. I don't have a child that is bloodline my own, but these kids look up to me as a father, and I know that they'll be sad if I wasn't at a game of theirs or something like that, because I have not missed one in the 3 years that I've been in their life, and it just makes me very grateful that God has entrusted me and put me in a position, as crazy as I fucking was, to care for and to raise two little children that will always look up to me and remember me always being there for them. Live your life to the fullest in your present moment. Right now is all that we have. Give it your all. Give it your best. God, and also don't give it too much or too little. Equal amounts. Just distribute yourself and your energy equally into all things, and your life will manifest in ways that you would never be able to imagine. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. May the light fill your spirit, may peace fill your minds, and may love fill your hearts always. Thank you.